Hello and welcome to the show. Now, regular viewers of my videos will know that I'm a very big fan of the Colin Mcrae Rally games. In fact, the early Colin Mcrae games were some of the first racing games that I ever played. However, up until, well, today, now, I haven't played the 2005 one. I think it was the last Colin Mcrae game that was made before they went on to the Dirt series. Can kind of tell in some ways with this kind of, this is the career menu screen, kind of the structure of the career. You can tell it's kind of going in that that sort of direction. And I'm, going to have a bit of a play around with this and see how things go. I did have a quick just look through the various menus and had a look in the garage to see the car list. An interesting car list on here. It's not a massive car list, however. So we've got your front-wheel drive cars, as you would kind of expect. Fiesta, Celica, Saxo, there's an MG in there, there's a Polo. Your Group B cars, again, nothing massively surprising in all of that. In rear-wheel drive, though, we have an I don't know quite it's called an Alfetta, but it is called an Alfetta in here, a GTV, which I've not seen a ready version of that in very many games. Also, the 037's under rear wheel rather than Group B, but never mind. Super two-wheel drive, we've got a 147 GTA, a Clio V6. I didn't know they had a Clio V6 rally car, and a Golf GTI is in there. They've actually got some kind of SUVs, Nissan pickup truck, Mitsubishi Shogun, Land Rover Freelander, which would probably be good fun to go and race with. There are some classic cars, the special cars, which are top to a classic, Mark 1 Escort, Mini Cooper S, there's the crazy Volkswagen Beetle and an MGC. Again, another car I don't think I've ever seen in another game anywhere at all, but there's an MGC in here. Under the classic category, Cosworth, Lancia Delta, Celica GT4, and Pretz 22B, your normal fare. I don't know what the difference between that and Supreme is. These might just be more powerful variants of them. And then you've got your, what were the kind of up-to-date all-wheel or four-wheel drive cars, Saxo, Lancers, Imprezas, and so on. Focus and 206 are all in there. So an interesting car list, some oddities. I like old games that have these. It's a fairly standard affair, apart from a couple of random things thrown in. And it's always interesting to see different cars appear in different places. We're going to jump into a race. I think at the moment, we've only got enough points to go and do this first one. So that is what we are going to do. There are two options for events, so we can go into the Shield, or we can go into the Cup. The Cup is longer, but you do win the Escort Cosworth. We're going to go into the Shield. I don't know if we're going to get through all this. I don't know how long this is going to be. We're going to jump into this. We've got to use the Polo because it's the only car we've got unlocked in this category. It is in a lovely white and orange paint job. I do like the livery going on this vehicle. We will go for that. We will, of course, be driving in manual. Right, let's go and see how the Polo will drive. I did fire up a stage with a Focus just to quickly test, make sure that the game was all working and the handling was interesting. It'll probably take me a bit of getting used to. I don't know what I'm doing with the setup, so we're not going to do that. The stage looks like a rally stage, really. Sure, let's just go and hopefully we can hold on to the car and not bin it in a wall terribly. That's the main objective at the moment, is to not bin the car in the wall terribly. If I do remember rightly, the later Colin Mcrae games had a pretty decent damage model. I seem to remember, I can't remember if it was a demo for 4 or 5, that I spent a lot of time smashing the car up because the damage model was really rather impressive on it. Of course, by today's standard, yes, it is not amazing, but for the age of game, it is pretty comprehensive one. What I am interested to see here is how the rally stages themselves pan out. One thing I've noticed in all of my playing of old games and then of course the newer rally games that come out is that with the old rally games, certainly with the likes of V-Rally 3 and others, okay, we kind of get a little bit stuck on the grass there. Let's third gear. They tend to have like very, very wide open rally games, and as the games get newer and newer, the stages get more and more compact. Now, I don't know whether that's just because as technology has got better for building the game worlds, you can have these very narrow, detailed stages, or whether it's as handling models have got better, it's easier for cars to be weaved through these tighter, more technically demanding stages and so on. Probably a combination of all of the above. Of course, you know, places like Finland are very, very fast, although they do still tend to be quite quite narrow at times. I'm getting a little bit lost. You can kind of see what I mean, I'm hoping, about the handling being a little bit on the peculiar side with this car. It's kind of like it pivots almost on the there's a lot more speed up that hairpin than I was expecting. There's a first gear in there somewhere. That's the one. Yeah, I can't quite put my finger on it, and the more I drive with it, the slightly odder that it looks. I don't remember this being a thing from many years ago playing the Mcrae games. I think I played Mcrae Rally 3 relatively recently for a video, and that did a similar thing in some regards. I didn't look at my split time, so I don't know how I'm doing. So far, I'm liking the actual stage itself is a bit more technical than I was expecting. There's not very much in the way of margin for error. I'm less than a second down on, I'm assuming, the leader. Oh, get out of the bushes, for God's sake. We've no... In fact, it's not even the bushes, we've just got slow-mo grass on the outside of the course. Yeah, I mean, we're down here, and it is pretty much a car's width, and that's all. That's what I like to see. Have I actually done a video? I don't know if I've done a video on V-Rally 3. I've been meaning to. I have the game. I've played it a bit. To get through the career mode. Really interesting career mode on it. Oh, no, no, no. Little Volkswagen. No, we've rolled. Oh, we've rolled twice. And, well, we would have rolled thrice, but the game resets us. Well, I mean, it was going to happen at some point. I play a video game and a car will roll, and we have tested and we have proved that they can be rolled on here. Damn it, things were going so well on this opening stage. The only plus point in all of this is I don't think the car actually sustained that much in the way of damage. You can see the little indicator down on the left-hand side. Oh, we've gone fastest despite a roll. How very Mcrae of us. Oh, God, careful. Where on earth are we going here? That's where we're going. Oh, brakes feel a little bit interesting. I think that might just be the car that I'm driving more, because the Focus that I drove very briefly seemed a lot better under brakes. These feel quite, yeah, don't seem to be doing a huge amount, although there is quite a lot of grip in the car, so you can, I say it's quite a lot of grip in the car. I just think we're not going massively fast. I say not massively fast, you know, we are still going 60, 70 miles an hour through a forest, which is quite quick, but it's not a ridiculous, ludicrous speed. So you can kind of just throw the car into the corners, and there probably will be more than enough grip to get away with it. I don't know how on earth we're obviously I found some time and found some bravery. Oh, we completed the stage. We've had a lot of speed in that final sort of sector. Did I win the stage? I might have done. Yes, we did. We won by 4 seconds. Somehow we won by 4 seconds. There was, yeah, a small roll involved in all of that, but it's fine, it's fine. We'll carry on, and we will see what the next stage. Germany is a rally that I tend to be okay at. It's not my best rally. We will go and repair. Apparently, we've only suffered light damage from a roll down a mountain. There were two in a frozen roll down a mountain, but there we go. Anyway, wheels are important. We've got brakes are probably also very important. We've got to manage our time, as with any good rally game. Got to manage your time with repairing the vehicle. And unlike a lot of the more recent games that I've been playing, where you can pretty much repair everything up on the car easily within the time frame. I mean, this one here, admittedly, I have repaired everything, but they were only fractionally damaged despite a roll. We have still got time left over. Time management for repairing your vehicle has not been as big a thing in a lot of games I play. It might just be that I've got better at it, or better at driving, so I crash less in recent games. There could be an element of that, but I often find myself not having to worry too much about the time required to fix cars up and so on. And certainly it looks like with this, that's going to be a lot more of an interesting and a tougher thing to deal with. So you might have to sacrifice part of the car, whichever bit might be that you don't have time for. You might have to choose which bits are going to be dodgy. I don't think you can have random mechanical failures. It's not something that's done very often in games, sadly. And I don't think that doesn't look like Germany to me. If we go into different... Okay, maybe we're... This is definitely not... This is definitely not Germany. It might have said somewhere. I did not see if it did. Well, okay then. This looks like Australia. I like Australia. I'll say Germany's not always been my best of rallies. Australia I always tend to go pretty well at, and now I've said that, we're going to do terribly here. Yeah, for whatever reason, the Australian rally in these in pretty much all games I've played has tended to be a strong place for me. Finland, I enjoy Finland. I enjoy the challenges of Finland. I don't tend to be particularly great there. Finland very, very quick. Lots of bravery required at Finland and lots of skill, and I mean, all rally stages, lots of bravery and skill, etc., but Finland especially, and I tend to overdrive the car a little bit too much, and then you have a very, very big accident. Yeah, Australia, for whatever reason, has tended to be a pretty good place for me in the past. How are we doing on the first checkpoint? We are up. We've got a green sector, didn't tell me how much by, but sure, we can work with that. Yeah, I'm still pleasantly surprised by the rally stages that we've got going on so far. They are, ooh, that's a big jump. Ooh, get on the brakes, don't end up in the boards. Oh, thank God they're destructible. Always nice to see that we've got destructible advertising and so on around the stages. I'm suspecting the trees are not going to be destructible though, so let's not try and find that one out. Oh no! Okay, we're fine. Just a little bit of a scrape along a rock face. Nothing major on that one. That's a little teensy bit close down there. I was expecting to have roll number 2. Oh, that's too much speed. That's way too much speed. We've done some damage. Oh, that rear left looks a bit wobbly to me. Can we actually rip entire wheels off the car? That'd be quite impressive if we could. I don't really want to find out, but I'm also very curious. It might just be like I'd say the hubcap. There'd be alloy wheels, I would imagine, or maybe even, would they be carbon fibre or some very, very light, lightweight material. Yeah, I don't want to... Ooh, it pushed that way too hard there. Oh, hello. Oh, it resets you before you end up visiting the crowd. That's going to have cost me some time. Damage-wise, you can see that the bumper is sort of starting to deform around the back there, where that really does not look happy at all. That rear left. We're going to, though, try and not hit that corner of the car anymore. Somehow we're still... I think I might need to go for a higher difficulty on this. I'm not sure if I can change the AI difficulty, because if I'm still leading and getting fastest sector, oh, that's a tighter corner than I was expecting. I was kind of hoping I could throw the car. This stage has been a lot worse. I did much better at Germany. Sort of... I was going to say speed-wise, not quite, sort of cleanness-wise. We'll go with that. Oh, that's taken the jump a little bit on the wonky side. Things are fine. I'm getting a bit more used to this handling, but I say that I've had a crashier run. That's more because I've been taking too much speed, not the me being unused, not used to. Brady's really struggling to think up a phrase that makes sense there while trying to concentrate. Rallying is one of the hardest things, one of the hardest sort of motorsports that I do videos on to actually commentate and drive. So English does normally suffer a little bit. Oh dear. We've completed the stage. We were a long way past the... No, I do not want to stop the car. I shall continue to drive. You shall not tell me what to do. Oh, okay, tell me what to do. Bugger. Well, we took a victory. We took a victory by quite a margin there as well, which will have us leading the championship. There is a Salika. Oh, God. We're going to Finland. I might have just spammed the X button and skipped that loading screen before and not paid enough attention. Knowing my luck, that's probably what I did. Anyway, I'll get distracted very easily. Oh, wow, there we go. See, damage is pretty damn impressive. And now we probably will have a tougher time deciding, okay, wheels, important. Axles, also pretty important. I like that you can... Oh, okay. I thought it was like you could see the damage being repaired. I imagine with the bodywork you will. There we go. Cooling system is probably important. We've got 18 minutes left. Suspension. Oh dear. There's maybe bodywork can take a back seat for a minute. Engine. We can do exhaust. Maybe we can do exhaust and then bodywork. The gearbox and engine will already at 97%. It's not exactly terrible. That will do for now. We got away with, I guess, not as heavy a hits as we could have done. I mean, if that's only at 97% and we had a couple of sizable-ish impacts, I don't know what it would take to actually properly break the car. We're probably going to find out here, though. We're probably going to find out in Finland. In fact, I probably should have paid attention because it's saying on this screen as well where we're going. I wasn't last time. I'm guessing then that the championships on here are done a little bit differently, rather than your traditional kind of rally championship where you do 3 or 4 stages in, one country in Germany and then you move on to the next country and so on and so forth. This is sort of pick stages around the globe. It's good in terms of giving you sort of different stuff. You get to experience all of the different countries early on in the game. And I expect there may well be championships that kind of focus on just one country. In some ways, it detracts slightly from... I'm trying to think of a way of phrasing it. Some way it kind of detracts from the whole rallying aspect, in that, while yes, it's still done on stages, you're jumping countries, you're jumping surfaces, and all of that kind of thing, rather than just focusing on a country at a time. It's a different way of doing things. I'm not going to say I would prefer it to be a more traditional. I guess this is probably this is kind of like the transition between the Colin Mcrae Rally games of old and onto the Dirt series. So it's still heavily focusing on just point-to-point rallying. However, it is mixing up the championship. You can kind of see a little bit of the system that we're going to making grid as well, with the way the championships are working, etc. on here. So it's kind of an interesting game. I love Codemasters games. I've played many of them, and they are very, very good games. This is kind of an interesting thing to. Almost like an archaeological find, if you will, of looking at, the transitioning. We're going to get the corner right at some point around this lap. I might figure out where we're going. That just looks like a field. I'm hoping we're going this way. Just a big old field ahead of us to race through. I wasn't paying enough attention to where we were going. Get back on the road there. That's cost us a fair bit of time. Never mind. Where is the hairpin coming up? No, it's not quite a hairpin. It's a... I don't know, really. It's fine. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's a little bit of an early call. I knew there was one coming somewhere. There's a gear. Right. It's a little bit of a shorter stage, this one. Oh, also not quite as terrifyingly fast and jumpy as I was. Oh, this is new. Do they do this in the Finnish rally? I've not come across corners like that in the Finnish stages on anything recently. Oh, that's not gone well. We're in a tree. Come on. Go. Go, little Polo. I know you've been slightly battered. Just a little bit in all of this one. And it's fine. I mean, the little damage indicator down the bottom is not too unhappy, which is a plus point. Right, now we get some big air times. That's more like it. That's the first big jump, certainly, we have come to on this stage. Well, I like the little weird technical bit that I wasn't expecting. That's certainly one way to keep things interesting. Yeah, definitely the stages are not afraid to be... still manage to go fast despite having to grab reverse. Yeah, definitely need a higher difficulty, I think. But, yeah, stage is not afraid to get very, very technical, which is always good. There's almost an alternate route there. Oh, that's a solid thing. I was kind of expecting... Well, I say it's a solid thing. We did take it out. It just slowed us down a lot. I was kind of expecting just to go straight through it after getting a bit of a sideways gone, and no, we did not do that. Now the damage gauge is a little bit less on the happy side. Do we know what button it is to change camera? None of them. Oh, so maybe that one? Aha! Right, camera change. Do we have a... Oh, we do! I've been busy faffing around with camera now. I don't know where I'm going. We do have an interior camera of sorts. Much like games of this era, we kind of don't have a full interior. We have a... Oh, it's not even going to try getting into it, so we're just going to end. We kind of have the camera almost sat on the dashboard. You don't see the steering wheel or buttons and dials, etc. But that's quite cool. We might try driving the next stage. Oh, we were down in 4th on that one. Poor showing by... I guess we did an awful final sector. Either way, yeah, poor showing by me. But we are still leading, but only by a point. So Sweden, it is next. Snow. Sweden has never been a good place for me when it comes to rally games. I love these stages. I love racing in the snow, etc. But it's never been a good place for me to go rallying. I always tend to struggle in Sweden. Right, cooling system's up. Engine, gearbox. We've only got 10 minutes left. So suspension, axles are going to have to stay like they are. Can we... so we can't sort of spend extra time at the repair halt and take a penalty. It just doesn't give us the option to. I don't know whether you might be able to in different events and so on. Yeah, it's not letting me use. Apparently you can. If your repair penalty will be added to your next stage time. Okay. Can we... do we have to go... we have to go race. That's the... helpful when you find the right buttons in all of this. Okay, Sweden, let's try and not lose any more points in our little mini championship that's going on. So, here we are at the start line. I wonder how vicious the snowbanks are going to be. Oh god, we're going to try this one here from first-person perspective. What can possibly go wrong? The snowbanks are horrendously vicious in Dirt Rally. Oh god, got to try and get used now to driving this. This surface, these are... rather, oh, are we gonna? There we go. We've got some grip going on. Oh no, we haven't got. This surface is well, ice and snow and so on is very, very, very different to the other stuff that I have driven on before. That's really well done. In fact, it does very much feel like I'm skating across the ground on some snow. At the tarmac, there's less grip, of course, on the gravel and so on. But it's not by such a huge amount. But out here, we are really fighting the car slightly. Around these corners. Come on, there we go, we can make it. The snowbanks don't seem to be viciously wanting to roll my car over. Admittedly, though, we are struggling to go more than about 30 or 40 miles an hour around here. They might do meaner things when it gets to a really, really fast car. Right, let's go back to this view. Well, there's no grip. I think somebody may have forgotten to... Did you fit my car with snow tyres? Or are we driving still on the tyres we had from last time? That would explain a lot if we were. Really... It's not a huge amount of grip whatsoever. I like that. I like that we've got some more challenge going on. Where are we going to brake here? We're going to use the snowbanks to brake ever so slightly. It's an interestingly rough stage that we've got going on here. Come on, make it around the corner. Maybe we need to use second gear more. I'm not sure if that's going to particularly help matters, but we shall give it a try. Yeah, again, sticking with the very, very, well, pretty damn narrow rally stage. Not quite as narrow as some on, certainly on Sebastian Loeb Rally Evo or whatever. That has some ridiculously narrow stages. I don't think there's any other game I've played that's quite as narrow a stages as that. But any of the modern rally games are all focused on the much more technical stuff. And yeah, this is definitely... Oh, come on. Get, go. Please, go, car. We will make it up towards 70, 80 miles an hour at some point on this course, honestly. Or maybe we'll find some... No, the snowbanks are really kind here. They're just kind of like a safe landing. When things are going wrong, you just kind of bump into them and then you very, very quickly slow down and don't end up in a horrible, horrible tree line, which is good because there's lots of horrible tree lines. Come on, we can crack 100 miles an hour. No, we can't because I've got to get on the brakes because we're going to end up in some more... There we go, see? We parked the rear bumper on the snowbank and it stopped us from barreling out. I'm not sure that this is the ideal tactic or the tactic you are supposed to use through here, but it is doing the trick, and if it's doing... Oh, careful. Yeah, I'm not sure against faster AIs this would quite work out so well. Oh, God, almost collected the side. We may get turned again. I should probably be using the handbrake. We're getting turned okay at the moment. Oh, I have used it a couple of times with some of the corners. Where are we going here? Okay, it looked like that was going to be a bigger elevation change than it actually was. In fact, who needs a handbrake when you can just use a snowbank to help turn your car? That is definitely advice for rallying. Oh, there we go. We'll get around there just about. Kind of curious what happens if you end... Well, I say kind of curious. I suspect you end up in the river and you're going to get reset automatically. We can't go and play at the bottom of a river, sadly, on here. Oh, bye-bye advertising boards. It's fine. Are we okay, car? Just lost all of our momentum, a little bit of time to get accelerating, and I thought we might have broken something. But no, we're fine. We have completed another stage. Yeah. Oh, look at the glowy, glowy brake discs. We took a little bit of battering. average speed only 45 miles an hour on that stage. We only got up to 91 and it's at its fastest. Is that going to be enough? No, as I say, that did not feel particularly good. Right, bad things have happened in this. I knew I was likely to struggle a little bit here in. I don't know why the bars, unless the bar going green is for your personal best. Possible, I guess. We were okay in the final sector. It was the first and second sector that were awful for us. Yeah, I guess maybe that's a personal best, not comparing you to the cars around. Don't know. We are amazingly. How on earth are we leading the championship? I'll take it, but okay. Well, I like that. I mean, if we're still leading the championship, it means the guy in second didn't get any points on that stage either. So I like that it is mixing up who does well in each round of the championship. Makes for a more exciting championship. It means if you have one bad round, you don't have to just restart the entire thing. Often a criticism I have with racing games, they like to have the AI in the exact same order every time, which makes championships very irritating to play through. So that's quite cool. We are going to leave that there. We're going to exit out of that one. Yeah, a really interesting game to go back and see kind of the progression from the kind of Colin Mcrae Rally games of old onto the Dirt Series. This is very much the in-between one. Some really interesting cars and some interesting stages. Handling is takes a little bit of getting used to, I think, is the best way of putting it. But yeah, I've got to play another one of the Colin Mcrae games that I never got to when it was released, and that is always good news for me. How that's going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.